What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a great day. What time is it right now? So, as I'm recording this video right now, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Hey, better late than never. Um, Getting into this episode of GH though, I enjoyed this episode. I really did. Michael is a douche. Michael is a fucking idiot. Like, he is so consumed with his beef with Sonny, this Ned situation. Like, he's so consumed with everything else around him that he's failing to pick up on what's going on with Willow. Like, Willow has a lot of shit going on, and it's not looking good for her. Olivia drove her to her doctor's appointment and stuff like that. And of course, TJ wanted to be a part of the doctor's appointment. So Britt allowed it. So Britt was like, the baby looking good, but as far as her cancer, that's not looking good. So she called Terry for a consult. She was like, I need a doctor to consult on this because, it's looking a little dicey right about now. So Terry gave her the number of a doctor to consult with. Willow was nervous because she was asking TJ, like, okay, so what does all this mean? TJ was like, basically, it looked like you may have an enlarged heart. I mean, not heart, liver, an enlarged liver. And basically, she's entering stage 3 of her cancer right now. I'm like, that's not good. Stage 3 is not good. Because it limits her treatment options. I'm like, Willow, stop being so fucking pig-headed. Like, I understand she don't want to lose this child. I get it. But have you ever heard of the expression live to fight another day? If she don't get treatment, this child is not going to last. You know what I'm saying? This pregnancy is not going to last. Like, you're going to be dead before this kid can even be born. I don't understand her. Get some treatment. And Michael needs to get his head out of his ass and pay attention to his family. Like, you're worried about everything but what's going on with Willow. And I understand, Willow not telling him, but he should be able to read the room. Like, you should be able to see, what's going on with her. Like, she's not looking good. So anyway, speaking of Michael, him and Ned were having words and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. I applauded Ned in this episode. I will tell you that I applauded him. I feel like Ned said some shit to Michael and Drew that needed to be said because he kept it all the way 100 with them. He kept it very real. I didn't like the way Drew tried to use Oscar's birthday to guilt Ned. He was like, oh, I was at the cemetery visiting Oscar. Today was his birthday. And, Ned was like, damn, I forgot the date. I forgot what date it was. So here go Drew. Oh, for Oscar's sake, let's fix what's broken in the family. Once he said that, he lost me. I was hoping Drew was going to be genuine, but I knew it wasn't. Once he said that, I said, no, he trying to pull a okey doke. Basically, he wants Ned to change his original vote. And he wants Ned to vote Valentine the hell out of office as CEO. I said, see, he took a very beautiful moment, or what could have been a beautiful moment, and you turned it into something for you and Michael. Because let's be real. If Ned changes his vote, all they're going to do is kick Ned to the curb. That's all they're going to do. And Michael sitting there with his little smug ass, talking about there's no point. It's no point in talking to Ned because he's never going to put family first. When he said that, that irritated me. Because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He never puts family first. All Ned has done over the years is put that damn family first. How many times has he had to bail that damn company out for the family? You know what I mean? Like, come on, he's been there for all of y'all. And you sitting there acting like he don't give a damn. Michael irritated me. And I love how Ned gave it back to him. Because Ned was like, oh, that's rich. He said, coming from you. He said, what last name are you using? Corinthos. Because he was like, at the end of the day, you're only a Quartermain when it's convenient for you. I said, amen, Ned. Drop a truth bomb on his little punk ass. Because it's about time somebody said it. Because Michael really does do that. He wants to be a Quartermain when it's convenient for him. When it fits his agenda. But then when it doesn't, you want to go back to being a Quartermain. You want to go back to being a Corinthos. You know what I mean? And then he told Drew, he said, Drew, you could drop the nice guy act. And Drew sitting there talking about, oh, you're not going to like what I do next. Drew, go sit your pencil neck ass down. Go back over to Carly's house and go lick her boots like you normally do. Go be up under her skirt because ain't nobody scared of you. And I'm glad Ned told him about himself. He was like, I'm not afraid of you. Like, not in the slightest. And Ned also let him know, he was like, listen, let me tell you something else. He said, you know, you could go to prison for insider trading, right? And Drew was like, what the hell are you talking about? He was like, look at what Carly did. She bought a bunch of Aurora stock based off of inside information about the merger. He said, that's insider trading. He said, you're just lucky that nobody investigated it yet. But they could. And Drew is so stupid to sit there and listen to Michael. Because Michael told me, oh, I wouldn't worry about it if I was you. Ned is bluffing. Really, Michael? Really? Michael's stupid ass really think Ned is bluffing? Like he really wouldn't go to the SEC and let them know about that? You must not know Ned then. That goes to show neither one of them know him well. Because Ned definitely would rat your ass out. Without hesitation. Like if you think he won't, guess again. I'm glad Ned stood his ground with the two of them. Because let's be real. Michael and Drew only have use for Ned when it suits them. They won't be satisfied until Ned bends to their will. Until he does what they want him to do. Talking about, oh, you don't put family first. Please, he made y'all a generous offer before the vote. For the three of you to come together collectively and run the company, and they flat out told him no. So don't sit there and play that game. Don't act like he wasn't generous with it now. So anyway, moving on from that. Jocelyn finally kind of opened up and was honest, but the only honest thing that she said, she was honest with Oscar. Like, she visited Oscar's grave and stuff like that. And she opened up about her and Cameron and stuff like that, and how she feels like ever since the sex tape came out, they've been drifting apart. And she's afraid to tell him that. Because she feel like he can't handle it. And it harkens back to what Cam was saying to Finn in this episode. About how him and his mother are not weak. You know what I'm saying? They get underestimated because people think they can't handle things. I feel like he can handle it. But Jocelyn needs to be honest with him. He's not a piece of glass. He's not going to break. I think he'll be probably a little upset or disappointed, but he would be more happy if she just told him the truth, because he already told her that he felt like they weren't on the same page. So why don't she just be honest with him and just reaffirm what he already know? You know what I mean? Just be honest instead of leading him on thinking like, oh no, we're all good, we're on the same page, when you know that you're not. Just tell him he's not glass. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame Finn, for being surprised that Liz pretty much went to go snoop around or go visit her parents or whatever without telling him that. But, Kim was like, well, shit, she don't need you to be her hero. And that's probably why she didn't tell him, even though we all know the real reason why. But I definitely agree with Cameron. It's like Liz is stronger than what some people may realize sometimes. It's like she doesn't need Finn to be her superhero. This is about her. This is about something from her past. She needs to be her own hero. So I definitely agree with that. Finn just need to learn how to fall back and let Liz do her. Like, even when she asked him to fall back before, when she checked herself in the Shady Brook, he just refused to do it. I'm like, well, you gonna have to do it at some point. She can handle her own business. You know what I'm saying? So let her handle it. Speaking of Liz, she was in Monterey or whatever, and she got Terry pretty much to lure her parents to a coffee shop and whatnot. But that didn't work out, because when Terry got to the coffee shop, Liz's parents were nowhere to be found. And Liz had broke into their house or whatever. She saw some pictures and all that on the mantle, and an old picture of her and Sarah. And her father came through the door. He was shocked to see Elizabeth. He was surprised as shit to see her. I mean, of course, this is your first time seeing your daughter in 30 years? I would be shocked too. I'm shocked he even knew what the girl looked like. You ain't seen the child in 3 decades. You really know what your daughter looked like? I can't wait for the showdown between the two of them, because I think we're finally getting somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, him and his wife need to tell their daughter why they were shitty parents for so long. You know what I mean? Like, why you were shitty parents, why you were shitty grandparents. I'm just saying. Like, some questions need to finally be answered. And they need to explain where the hell y'all been all these years. Like, why have you not had a relationship with your kid? You know what I mean? It don't make no damn sense. And I feel like any explanation they give ain't gonna satisfy me. I'm just saying, because that's just some deadbeat shit that I don't tolerate. Like, once a deadbeat, always a deadbeat. But I'm looking forward to that conversation though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really am. I was shocked when Olivia was at the hospital, after dropping Willow and stuff off. Her and Finn, was around each other talking or whatever. And she had got this little faint feeling that somebody, she don't fuck with was around the way. Or somebody was, whatever she put it, however she put it. But bitch, Heather Weber popped up. They had her in an orange jumpsuit with handcuffs on. I was shocked. Because I didn't know that they were bringing Allie Mills in to play Heather. I knew they were bringing Allie in, but I didn't know to play that role. Because I think Robin Matson, who played Heather Weber previously, I think she retired from acting. That's why they brought Allie in. But Allie did her thing in this role. I love Robin's acting as Heather, but Allie really did her thing in this. And I'm glad Heather Weber is back. Like, I wonder what she's up to and what, what's going to happen with her. Like, I was super happy. I said, go ahead. They finally brought Heather back, because I've been wondering about Heather for so long, because I'm like, she been quiet. Even after Franco died, we didn't hear really shit about Heather. So it's good to see her back. You know what I mean? Looking as crazy as ever. Speaking of Olivia, she need to learn how to knock on doors. Because, Chase was getting all, naked and ready for BLQ to come back into the bedroom, doing his little sexy pose or whatever on the bed. And Olivia just come barging in there because, Michael and Ned were arguing and she felt like she needed reinforcements and whatnot. And she come barging in the room. I'm like, girl, you still don't know how to knock at your age? Like, so you done caught an eyeful. And she's sitting there screaming and all that. I'm like, Olivia, stop being dramatic. Because you know damn well you like what you saw, so stop being dramatic. Sitting there. Like, you like what you saw. Stop lying. You can lie to us, but don't lie to yourself now. Shame the devil and tell the truth. You know what? Like I said before, I'm ready for Chase and BLQ. Pretty much, I'm ready for shit to hit the fan between them, because I was their main supporter of them getting together, but she's scandalous. BLQ is scandalous. All she could talk about is business. That's all she talks about when it comes to Chase. Oh, I would love to be in the bed with you all day, but we do got that meeting with Link, and that's all she could talk about. That's all she could think about is business all the time. I'm like, damn, be with your man. And you could tell, like, that shit gonna wear thin with Chase soon enough, because you saw how he was when they were on their date night. He was annoyed as shit with her. So I can imagine if this continue, how annoyed he gonna be until he just bursts. Because he gonna get tired of this. Like, he doesn't want a business relationship with her. He wants a personal one. I can't say I blame him. But that whole thing was funny as shit when they, told Ned and everybody about how Olivia saw him naked and shit. BLQ was like, well, damn, every person in this house done seen my man naked. Olivia was like, Monica hasn't seen him naked yet. I said, yeah, that's true. Where is Monica? I miss her. All these people all up in her house and the queen bee not around. I miss her. So anyway, moving on from that, I thoroughly enjoyed the scenes with Carly and Bobby. Bobby had her carpal tunnel flare up and stuff, and Carly was massaging it and whatnot. Carly thought about becoming a physical therapist, and then she thought about finishing nursing school and stuff like that. Maybe those two things could be her next chapter. I think that'd be dope, but I don't see Carly going that route in medicine. I don't see her doing that. Physical therapy, you make good money doing it, and it's not always about the money. It's about the enjoyment of it. It's about the passion. Don't do something career-wise if you ain't got no passion for it. Money-wise, though, I don't see Carly doing that. Physical therapists do make good money. Don't get me wrong. They do. They make really good money. But the lifestyle that Carly lives, physical therapy can't afford that lifestyle. Mansion, the upkeep on that house alone every year would be way more than what you would make in a year as a physical therapist. So I don't think she can maintain that. Nurses and stuff like that, they don't make millions of dollars either. I'm just saying, like, they're good career choices. They are. They're really great career choices. But when you are accustomed to a certain lifestyle, those are not the choices to make, because they're not going to keep you in that lifestyle. That's all I'm saying. Unless Carly's willing to downsize her lifestyle. all the fancy stuff, the big houses, all that stuff. If she's willing to dumb that down a little bit, then she could do that. But I don't see her wanting to do it. But I love how her and Bobby got to talking and stuff about her identity, like her name and all that. And I'm glad she took on the Spencer last name. Like, she's going to drop Corinthos from her name and she's going to go by Spencer, Carly Spencer. I like it. I'm glad she's going to honor her mom. Honor the Spencer side of her family. It would have been dope if Luke was still around, because I wonder what his reaction to that would have been. But I'm happy to see Carly's next chapter. She great on my nerves sometimes, but I'm thrilled to see what she going to do next. We all know she's still going to be a little benchy though, but I'm glad to see this. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully she going to something new career wise. Even Bobby told her, she was like, shit, being a physical therapist and a nurse is a far cry from running a hotel. I said, yeah, it's true. I agree with that. I said, that's a hell of a, difference, but it's going to be fun to see. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Hope you all enjoy your weekend. See you all later. Peace.